together, okay? So there's two inequalities, you graph the system. This is actually a very quick one if you know what you're doing. Let's find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. When y is equal to 0, x is just 2, so 2, 0. There's no dividing necessary, nothing like that. When x is equal to 0 for this one, y is equal to 2, so 0, 2. You're done. Let's rewrite it. All we need to do, if this is what you have, the x comes over to the other side. Y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 2. From here, we can conclude that we're going to have a solid line. The true region is what? When it's like this, above the line. But we're going to shade, because the system, we're going to shade below, right? Shade the opposite. And this is the one I circle, because this is the ultimate. When I graph, that's what I want to make sure I get right. So guys, every time the true region determined where it is, you shade the opposite. That's the pattern. If true is above, you shade below. Over here, do you recognize that this is a special case? There's just x there. This is a vertical line. So we know that this is a dashed line. We don't have to do any cleanup. Where's the true region when it's a vertical? It's either right or left. If it's less than, if x is less than, the true region is to the left of the line. Where are we going to shade? The opposite. Okay, we're going to shade the right. And this one goes through. You don't have to write this part, but this is positive 4, so it goes through 4, 0. That's everything I need to graph this now. Did I show you how to graph a vertical line on your calculators? Like a vertical? Did I show you that ever? Today's the day. Okay, I found that on YouTube. It's a hack. Okay. I don't know why it works, but it works. So let's graph this. You label as always. X, Y. You give me some sort of scale. If you go up by 1, you're going to be just fine. This is telling me that you're using 1, okay, as your scale. There's 2, 0, and 0, 2 here. And it makes sense because the slope of my line is negative. I quickly look, and it's a solid line, so I can go ahead and just make a solid line. Feel free to extend past those 2 points, okay? Go from end to end. I'm going to label this right away. Next, I've got my vertical line. The vertical goes through 4, 4, 0 right there. This one is dashed. This is my dashed line. I label it real quick. So this one, when I go to the diagonal line, it says shade below. I told myself shade below, so we're going to shade out below the line. And that's maybe some of you, sometimes students struggle with where is below, where is above. And you know what I would suggest is put a ruler on that line okay? And try to flatten that one. Try to see like, oh, if I move that line a little bit like this, do you now see that below is here? It's somewhere like it's here, right? Okay, so I go back to my line, and then I realize all of this is below the line, okay? So try to flatten it and then figure it out from there. The other one, I told myself to shade to the right. So just a light, you don't have to go too crazy, okay? And I would like you to always label, that's actually a requirement, where your solution region is. And why do I ask you to do that? Because remember, we're kind of using a tool to help us find the solution region. If somebody picked this up, like from a pre-cal class, let's say, and they don't do reverse shading, they might say that this is the solution region here, this area right here, because this looks like the darkest region, right? We don't want that, so we want to make sure we tell everyone, hey, we've used some sort of tool here to figure out that this is the solution region. That is what matters, okay? And now the point of intersection, this one right here. Watch what I'm going to do here. y1 is negative x plus 2. y2, you ready for this? You got to type in 9 nines. This is a hack. I don't know why that works, but it works. Other than that, I don't know how to do vertical lines on the calculator. Then you go x, and if you want the graph to be at positive 4, you have to go negative 4. Okay, so let's try that. Grab your calculators, clear whatever is in y1 and y2. We're going to go negative x plus 2. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there's 9 nines, bracket, x minus 4. And if you get the sign wrong, you'll see it. It's not going to be where you want it to be. Okay? If you've done that, go ahead and hit graph. And there's your vertical line. See? For years and years and years, I thought it's impossible, but you know, with you Google things sometimes, you're like, oh, neat, right? So there's your vertical line. Okay, so that's the hack to graph a vertical line. So let's find that point of intersection. So we go second trace, intersect, and just hit enter 3 times. Don't even think about it. If you only have 2 lines, enter 3 times. It's going to find it. Okay, so it's 4, negative 2. That's our point. So we're going to write down 4, negative 2. Sometimes it's a decimal, sometimes it's a whole number. Is negative 720 part of the solution? Let's visually look at it. Negative 7 would be here. 20 is way, way up here. It's probably somewhere up here. It's probably part of the solution, right? But we don't know for sure, so we'll just quickly check. Substitute in. Okay, sub in. I take the original, so the one x plus y is greater than or equal to 2. So you substitute in. It's negative 7 plus 20. Negative 7 plus 20 is 13. This is true. So keep going. We have x is less than 4. X is negative 7, right? So you put negative 7 is less than 4. The y doesn't go into this inequality. Okay? So that is also true. Therefore, negative 720 is a solution to the system. Okay? All right, I'm going to ask you to go to 33. And once you're done 33, I'm going to say 36, 37. Okay, just listen up carefully here. Page 33, only 2 inequalities. Page 30, I'm just going to make sure I get the numbers right. 36 and 37. So 36, 37. 3 inequalities. Okay, so I'm going to let you swim a little bit on your own. 36, 37 has 3 inequalities. You're like, what? Right? Try to take it as far as you can. Okay, so I'm giving you some class time to get comfortable with it, because starting tomorrow, we're going to talk about word problems and how do we work this with word problems, right? So you're developing your skills, you're honing in your skills. I will most likely come in 15 to 20 minutes and actually do one of the 3 inequalities, but I would like you to give that a try, okay? All right, I'm going to pause here.